Hello,
Hello.
how are you today?
Hello.
How are you today?
Is good.
Okay. So have your mom told you about today's class?
No.
Well, unfortunately, today's our last class. Have you?
Yes.
Yeah, your mom told you about that, right?
No.
Yeah, so today's our last class, so we can do some speaking and well, if you want to ask me about anything, I'm willing, but this will be the last class and later on you have another tutor. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought your mom must have known, but okay. So let's start. I mean, if there's anything you want to tell me or anything you want to ask me, this is the time. Yeah,
Yes.
because I won't be teaching you next week or later on. So, okay, so the last time we were trying to learn about animals and nature, but the internet was not that good. So we have done activity 1, but we haven't done activity 2 yet. And today
Yes.
we're gonna do activity 2, so communication task. And if we have time, we'll move to activity 3. Okay. All right. So please look at this table. Are there any words you don't know?
Um, I think. Um, I think yes.
What are those?
Tuna.
Oh, you have eaten tuna before. Tuna is a popular sushi ingredient, and it is also very popular for canned food. It's basically gangu.
Cá ngừ.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How about gorilla?
Gorilla. You don't know what a gorilla is?
Yay.
Well, not really. The gorilla is considered the animal that looks the most similar to humans. They are considered to be one of the smartest and one that resembles humans the most. It's basically con vuong.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So you've known all of these words, right? It's pretty easy.
Yes.
Okay, so these columns are what scientists categorize living things on Earth. So, can you tell me some of the features of a mammal?
Features.
Yeah, features. Just like features. Do you remember this word? We've learned it when we were learning about technology.
No.
Yeah, features. So you remember the phone? The phone can help you call some people. It can help you um, look up things on the internet. Those are the features of a phone. And some important features of a phone is that it's lightweight and maybe it's pretty, it's beautiful. Those are called features.
Yes.
hmm So I will
Yes.
give you some examples of some features of mammals. A typical trait of mammal is that we lay children, we give birth to an animal. Like for birds,
Yes.
birds lay eggs. That is a feature of a bird, which is a characteristic of a bird. Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, so a mammal, instead of laying eggs, they lay their child, like they lay an animal, they give birth to an animal, except for some small exceptions, but that is a feature of an animal. So what are the other features of a mammal?
Mammal.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they can have um like like Nghĩa là có con đó chị.
Yeah, I've already told you that. Any other features?
I think no.
Well, there are. Let me think. Yeah, mammals also have children and they have breasts too. And the breast of the female mammal has milk for the child to feed on.
Yes.
So those are mammals. So basically, most mammals will give birth to a baby, like a baby animal of that kind. But there is one mammal that lays eggs, and it's very popular on Disney Channel. Do you know what it is?
Nope.
Yeah, it is. Do you watch Phineas and Ferb?
Like thu mồi dịch.
Yeah, exactly. So what is that word in English?
Thu mồi dịch. Duck.
Well, that's a close guess. I'll give you a clue. It starts with P. Just like Perry.
Peters. I know Perry.
Yeah, so what is Perry?
Peters. Peters.
Peters?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the sound you remember?
Nope.
Well, just try to remember. It's like Perry. Do you remember that? It's from that Phineas and Ferb show.
I don't watching this film so much because I don't like.
Yeah, but do you remember this word?
Nope.
Yeah, it's called Perry the Platypus. This is a nice word you should be learning. Platypus. Let me check if it's platypus.
Platypus.
Yeah, so platypus. So when on your platypus, when on your biology test and there's a question, what is the one mammal that lays eggs? It is,
yes,
guys, the platypus. That is so cute. Aww.
Yes.
Yeah. So remember that the platypus is the only mammal that lays eggs. You hear that every time you watch Phineas and Ferb. Ferb will be like, "It is the only mammal that lays eggs." It's pretty cool.
Yes.
Anyway, so besides gorilla, monkey, us humans, and platypus, can you name other mammals? Can you name some other mammals?
Mammals. Cow. Cow.
Yeah, that's true. Any other mammals?
Let me think.
There are a lot of them.
Tiger.
Yeah, true. There's a lot of them.
Kangaroo.
Yep, also a mammal.
Dog. Cat.
Yeah, let me think of some animals that are strange so you can learn some new words. Those are you know the hyena? Yeah, the hyena. Yeah, this is a very ugly animal. It's pretty, yeah. Do you know this animal?
I think yes.
Yeah.
Some film about cartoons, I see it.
Really? So what do you watch?
I don't know. They are like in some channels on TV.
I
don't remember.
Okay, so please read this word, hyena.
Hyena.
Yeah, so please note it down as well.
Yes.
Note down platypus and hyena because they're new.
Ủa chị, vậy là today là ngày cuối mình học với chị?
Yeah, last day I'm tutoring you. And maybe starting from next week, you have another tutor.
Teacher like in em vẫn học chương trình English Talk hay là học học ở trung tâm khác chị?
You will still be studying Let's Talk To like you are now at the same time online with another person.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so today's the last day. I mean, I thought you would have known beforehand, but you didn't, but now you do. And yeah, basically it has nothing to do with you. It just happened. So yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So it's all right. Don't think too much about this. Just study hard as you have always been, and it'll be okay.
Yes.
Okay. And it's been great having been teaching you this entire year. I mean, it's one of the best things that has happened to me. So, I mean, I really appreciate this. But you know, it just everything comes to an end. So does this.
Yes.
Okay. So maybe you would like to note down the word platypus and hyena.
Yes.
Okay. And tell me when you finish so we can move on to the next.
Dạ xong rồi.
Okay. So you must know what a bird is, right?
Cái gì chị?
You must know what a bird is, right?
What is? Can you write down for me?
Well, here it is, right here in the book.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay. So can you give some characteristics of a bird?
Yeah. I think about bird.
Mm-hmm.
I think like bird have many bird, like Angry Bird.
Wow. Yeah, Angry Bird is a bird, but birds lay eggs. That is a characteristic of bird. And any other features of birds, like they have things that you like to eat at KFC?
Parrot.
Yeah. Well, any other characteristics? It's like features. It's the same meaning.
Là sao chị?
Characteristic. You know this word?
Characteristic.
Characteristic. Characteristic.
Like đặc điểm. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's the exact meaning you've guessed. So, characteristic. Can you repeat it after me?
Correct. Can you say again?
Characteristic.
Characteristic.
Okay, listen. Characteristic.
Characteristic.
Okay, now listen to this 3 times and then repeat.
Yes.
Okay? Characteristic.
Correct.
Well, 3 times. Okay, so what we're going to do is that I'm going to say that 3 times. You will listen to them, and then you try to say that in your mind first, and then you say it out loud, okay?
Yes.
Listen first. Characteristic. 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 Yeah. Characteristic. Now say that in your mind.
Characteristic.
Yeah. Touristic.
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 It's like so characteristic. Yeah, characteristic.
Characteristic.
Here it is a T. Rat.
Track. Characteristic.
Yeah, exactly. One more time.
Characteristic.
One more time.
Characteristic.
One more time.
Characteristic.
Okay, very good. Now put it in a sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it in a sentence. Some characteristics of birds are. So please use this structure and list some of the characteristics of birds.
Yes.
So say this, and while birds lay eggs, that's one thing. What are the other things that they do? Well, just guess.
Yes. Can fly.
Yeah, exactly, that's correct. So just like the mammals that mostly give birth to a baby, and the platypus does not give birth to a baby. It lays eggs. So are birds. Most birds fly and they have wings, but not all birds fly. So what are some birds that don't fly? Okay, so a characteristic of a mammal is giving birth to a baby. Is that right?
Yes.
But not every mammal is the same. Some mammals are exception, just like the platypus that we have just learned. The platypus lays eggs, unlike other mammals.
Yes.
And birds fly. That is a common characteristic of birds. But just like mammals, there are exceptions. There are birds that don't fly. So can you give me some examples of birds that don't fly?
I don't remember.
Well, you do know one. You do know some. Try to think. What are some birds that don't fly?
Chicken.
Exactly. What else?
Cái gì chim cánh cụt á chị?
Yeah. Well, try to remember that word. Where's that word?
Là.
Well, I'll give you a clue. It starts with P.
Penguin.
Exactly. Yeah, you remember it. Penguin.
Penguin.
Yeah, penguin.
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 Yeah, queen. Yeah, a penguin.
A penguin.
Penguin. That's correct. There are other birds that don't fly as well. Do you know an ostrich?
Cái gì vậy?
An ostrich. Have you ever heard this word?
Ostrich.
Yeah, ostrich.
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 I think yes. I think yes.
So what are ostrich? What are ostriches?
Đà điểu hay thiên nga ta?
So those are đà điểu. So what are thiên nga in English?
Flamingo.
A flamingo?
Flamingo is not a thiên nga.
What is the color of a flamingo?
It's pink.
Yeah. And what is the color of a thiên nga?
Yeah.
Vậy thì con thiên nga gọi là gì? Do you know that word? Em nhớ chữ thiên nga gọi là gì không?
Nó bắt đầu từ chữ nào chị?
S. Starts with S.
I don't remember.
Well, try. Also, it's like S and it has the sound A in it.
A.
Nó có âm A á. Gán nhớ S A. Nó chỉ có một âm tiết thôi. You know this word. It's not that new.
Để em suy nghĩ.
Gán nhớ. S A.
Cái chữ nó dài chị cái gì mà.
Chữ nó rất là ngắn. Nó chỉ có một tiếng thôi. Well, while you think, I'm going to plug in the laptop, okay? Huh?
Oramus.
Pardon?
Oramus.
Aramis?
Lại Uranus.
Well, okay. That's a nice guess. Well, hold on. I'm going to plug in the laptop.
Gì chị?
I'm going to plug in the laptop. think it was a ramus. A ramus sounds kind of weird. Do you know what a ramus is?
Cái gì chị?
Do you know what a ramus is?
Grandma.
Well, the guess that you've just told me, well, basically a ramus is like a really big and old elephant. A ramus? What is a ramus? A bird. A ramus. Ramus.
Dun, dun, dun.
Pardon?
What? No.
Yeah, like a ramus is like an elephant?
What?
No. I guess this is not right. Ramus. I'm looking for. Nope. This is not right. But okay, con thiên nga không phải là ramus, but okay, you
Swan.
don't know that word? Huh?
Swan.
Exactly. Well, you do. You do now. How do you know?
I have colors India name Swan.
Yeah. Oh, these are like crayons?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So those are swan. So yeah. So please note down the word penguin because you don't know that word.
Tôi nào chị?
Penguin.
Penguin.
Mm-hmm.
Venus.
Okay, good. So what is an insect?
Insect.
Mm-hmm.
Côn trùng.
Mm-hmm. So there's some ants, mosquitoes. What else?
Sao chị?
So what are some characteristics of an insect?
Let me think. It's small.
It's what?
Small.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sort of. Okay, yeah, that's acceptable. What else?
Yeah.
What else?
Else was like around, like around the insect. They very dirty.
Yeah, that's kind of true. And another thing that you can notice of an insect is that it has a very hard layer, you know? Instead of skin, it has something that's kind of like plastic. Well, it's not made from plastic, but it's hard like plastic. This is a part of an insect. I think that thing is kind of called clepcotin something, but I forgot. But basically, it's hard. Like instead of having skin like us, the outer layer of an insect is very hard. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, all right. So, can you name some insects?
Insect.
Mm-hmm. Okay, em biết con châu chấu là gì không?
Châu chấu.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know.
So, what's that word?
Rat something.
Yeah, grass something. It is a grasshopper.
Yeah.
Wait, let me check. Grasshopper. Let me check. Yeah, it's grass. Ooh, grasshopper. Double P. Yep, this is a grasshopper.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's a grasshopper. So let me give you a tip on learning this word. So do you know what a grasshopper does? Where does a grasshopper usually live?
Grasshopper like usually live I think in grass.
Yeah, exactly. And how do grasshoppers move? Do they walk?
Sao chị?
Do grasshoppers walk? How do they move? Do they walk? Or do they fly? Or do they just walk side by side like a crab? How does a grasshopper move? Like how does it move?
By legs.
Yeah. So, but does it walk or does it fly or does it walk side by side?
Sao chị?
Okay. Does it walk?
Walk nộp like chống.
Yeah, they jump. So, do you know what hop means?
Hop mean.
Do you know
Like,
what? Yeah, yep, that is called hop. So a grasshopper lives in a grass field and the grasshopper jumps up and down. It hops.
yeah.
So we call it a hopper. Hopper means something that hops. And the insect that hops on the grass field is called a grasshopper.
Yes.
So you remember that? It is something that hops on the grass field. And the name of the insect is meant from that, exactly from that.
I don't know.
So, let me tell you this in Vietnamese. So, một cái cách dễ để em có thể nhớ cái chữ này á, là cái con châu chấu thì nó hay sống ở đồng cỏ, phải không?
Yes.
Và cái cách nó di chuyển á, thì nó không đi bộ, nó cũng không bay mà nó nhảy lên, nhảy xuống, nó nhảy trong đồng cỏ.
Yes.
Cho nên người ta gọi nó là grasshopper, nghĩa là cái con đó nó nhảy cà tưng ở trên một cái đập cỏ. Grasshopper.
Yes.
Yeah, grasshopper. Hiểu chưa? Okay, so can you say this word again?
Grasshopper.
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 Yeah, grasshopper.
Grasshopper.
Chỉ là chữ nhỏ thôi, không phải là sh. Grasshopper.
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 Like say the word say.
Grasshopper.
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 Like chỉ là nhỏ thôi, không phải là sh.
Grasshopper.
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 Okay, very good. Vậy thì em có biết con em biết cái do you know what's the bug that is red and has some black dots on it? Do you know what it's called?
Nope.
Okay, so well, you must have seen this animal before. Let me try it. It's like this. So it's red and it has so this is, yeah. Does it look familiar to you?
Cái gì vậy?
Well, I'm drawing a bug. I'm just if you know what this bug is called?
Red bug.
Well, red bug, that's a nice guess. But it is not called a red bug. What is it called?
Cái đó tiếng Anh gọi là gì chị? Tiếng Việt gọi là gì chị?
Tiếng Việt thì thật tình chị không biết, nhưng mà chỉ biết tiếng Anh. So I'm asking you what it is in English. I seriously don't know what this is in English. I mean in Vietnamese, and I've never seen it in real life here in Vietnam. So
Em thấy rồi nè.
yeah, well, it's very popular in American movies, and I think they are popular, at least in the media. Just I've never really seen one in real life. I don't think they have. I don't think they exist here in Vietnam because of that. So, do you know what it is?
No.
So it is a ladybird. Well, yeah, ladybird. Wait, is it ladybird or ladybug? No, it's a ladybug. Sounds familiar. Ladybug. Ooh, ladybug. Ladybug. They looks kind of cute. Yeah, they look pretty cute, but I have no idea if they really are cute in real life because insects are horrible. I don't like insects. Do you like insects?
I think sometimes.
Oh, what kind of insects do you like?
Like ladybird, like some insect like cute. Yeah.
So what are the insects that you consider cute?
Sao chị?
So can you name some insects that you consider cute?
Ladybird. Yeah, I think one best. And don't have any insect cute than ladybird.
Yeah. So have you ever caught some crickets? Have you ever tried catching some crickets and raise them as pets? Have you ever, do you know what a cricket is?
Cricket. Cricket.
Yeah, do you know what a cricket is?
No.
Crickets. A cricket. Wow, crickets are very popular. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to go outside and try to catch the crickets and raise them. And sometimes the other kids in the neighborhood and I would have a cricket fight.
Yes.
A cricket can make a lot of sounds as well. And so, do you know a very famous piece by Tô Hoài?
Yeah.
So, what is one of the most famous pieces by Tô Hoài? About an insect that has a lot of adventures?
Dế mèn phiêu lưu ký.
Yep, so that is a cricket. Cricket means yay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so please note down grasshopper, cricket, and ladybird. Ladybug. Those are new words.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. You got it? Have you jotted it down?
Sao vậy?
Have you jotted it down?
Yes.
Okay. So, what are some common characteristics of a fish? What are some characteristics of a fish?
Sao chị? Chị nói lại.
So, what are some common characteristics of a fish?
A fish? I think can swim.
Yeah, it swims in the water.
Yeah.
What else?
Uh, can eat people.
Oh, that's true. Those are sharks.
Yeah.
Okay, so besides sharks and tuna, can you name some other fish?
Mm, tuna. Nemo.
Nemo?
Yes.
So what is a Nemo? Nemo is a type of fish. So what is that type of fish that a Nemo is? Well, after the movie Finding Nemo, this fish started to be called the Nemo fish, but it actually has another name. Do you know what that name is?
Mm.
So as you can see, Nemo is kind of like orangey with some white spots and and black spots, and it looks kind of like a clown. So it is called a clownfish.
Clownfish.
Yeah, a clownfish.
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 Yeah, in Vietnamese it will be called cá hề.
Dang.
Yeah. And
Yes.
after Finding Nemo, this clownfish started to be called a Nemo fish. But actually, the right word is a clownfish. A Nemo fish is not a scientific word. It's just a new word after the movie.
Yes.
Okay, so besides that, are there any other fish that you know?
Mm.
No, I remember. So, em biết cá voi tiếng Anh được gọi là gì không?
Nhớ không?
It's a whale.
Wow. À dạ em.
Vậy thì cá heo.
Tiếp theo là cá dolphin.
Yeah, exactly. Chị đang gắng nhớ cá đuối tiếng Anh là gì mà chị không nhớ. Wow, so let's try. I think it's a cá đuối. Oh no. Need some Vietnamese on. Okay. A rayfish? Thì cá đuối. Oh, a rayfish.
Cá đuối.
Yeah, I remember that. A rayfish. Is this right? I don't know. It's like so familiar. It's like a tip of my tongue. Ooh. A rayfish? A rayfish. Yeah, rayfish. Yeah, like in Finding Nemo, there is this rayfish that allowed Nemo's father and Dory to sit on its back to go a really long way. So those, no, no, that's wrong. At the beginning of the movie, the teacher of all fish, you remember the movie?
Nope.
Oh, you should be watching that movie. It's so good. The rayfish and Finding Nemo. Wow, you don't grow up with Disney. Yep, this is him.
À, em có phim này rồi.
Yeah. So this is the crayfish in Finding Nemo.
Em có phim này.
Yeah, he is.
Hay luôn.
Huh?
Phim hay.
So how would you say that in English?
This film is good.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it so much. It's one of my favorites when I was a kid.
Yes.
Aww. I'm missing my childhood. It was so good. I'm happy with my childhood. Yeah, so it's a rayfish. So please note these new words down and please learn them at home.
Yes.
All right, fish. Okay, so do you know what reptiles are?
Cái nào gì?
Reptiles.
Reptiles.
So what are reptiles? What are reptiles?
Reptiles. I don't know.
Reptiles. Some examples of reptiles are snakes and crocodiles. Like here. Wait. Okay. Reptiles. Here. Okay, so can you name some characteristics of a reptile?
It's big. Yes.
Are you sure it's big?
Yes.
Do you know what a gecko is?
Cái gì
A
vậy?
gecko is a very common reptile.
Reptile. No.
Reptile nghĩa là loài bò sát.
Sát.
Yeah. So what are some characteristics of a reptile? Oh.
I don't know.
Then guess. Yes, you don't need to be right. Yes. You know, so some typical reptiles are crocodiles, crocodiles and snakes, and gecko. So gecko is this animal. They are everywhere in our homes, at least in the past, but they're popular. So these are geckos. Yeah, looks creepy, but yeah. Nó là con thằn lằn.
Yeah.
So are they big?
Yes.
Are you sure? Have you ever seen a gecko before?
I think like crocodile is big and some snake is big too.
Yeah, that is true, but if only a few living things of that group have the characteristic, it's not a common characteristic. A characteristic is considered common when most of the animals in that group have it. For example, giving birth to baby is a characteristic of mammals because pretty much every mammal does that except for the platypus. And the platypus is like the only mammal that lays eggs. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, and just like birds, most birds fly. And the thing is, flying is not the common characteristic. The correct scientific one is that they have wings, and every bird has wings. So having wings are the characteristic of birds. And the thing is, a lot of birds have the color of black or gray. Those are the common colors of birds. Is that right? But being black or white, being black or gray is not considered a common trait of birds because a lot of birds have other different colors. Like the swan is white, the flamingo is pink, and some parrots are green, and peacocks are very colorful. So even though quite some birds are black and gray, we don't say that being black and gray is the characteristic of birds. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, so a lot of reptiles are huge. That is correct. The crocodile is huge. The snakes is huge. The python is huge. The python is con trăng. You know what a python is?
No.
Python là con trăng, nhưng mà chị không nghĩ chị nên type lên đây được, tại vì con trăng không có vẻ ghê lắm. Yeah, python là con trăng. Well, those reptiles really are big in size, but they're not considered common characteristics of reptiles, because only some reptiles have that, and they are various in size. Being small in size is not a common characteristic of reptiles either, because reptiles are very varying in size. Size is not a common trait of reptiles. You see what I mean? Yeah. So basically that is. So I'm going to give you some example of a reptile. So do you know what a gecko is?
Con tê tê.
No, I've just showed you this word.
Cái nghĩa của nó hả chị?
Chị mới giải thích cho em xong á. Chị có cho em coi hình luôn á.
Yes. Dạ sao đấy chị?
Vậy con gecko là con gì?
Con tắc kè.
Gần đúng. Cái con này nó ở mọi nơi trong nhà. Nếu mà em ở nhà ở dưới đất á, thì em thấy nó nhiều lắm, còn nếu mà ở trên cao thì chắc hơn. But like yeah. Gecko.
Con gián á chị.
Hồi nãy chị mới cho em coi hình luôn á.
Con tắc kè.
Wow, yeah, con gì giống con tắc kè mà nó nhỏ hơn con tắc kè nữa.
Thằn lằn.
No, exactly. A gecko is that word.
No, thằn lằn là lizard chứ.
Tắc kè mới là lizard em. Yeah, như em thấy nè, khi mà chị type gecko thì nó ra con này, còn lizard, khi mà lizard thì sẽ con nó nhiều màu hơn, nó lớn hơn.
Sao em search trên máy em nó
Gì kìa?
nè.
Nhưng mà khi mà em coi hình đi, chị nghĩ cái này có cái gì đó chưa đúng á. Dangerous lizards.
Người ta toàn ghi lizard là
Chị không biết là cái này có phải là do ở dưới đồng bằng nó phát âm, nó dùng chữ khác không, nhưng mà nói chung thì trước giờ nếu mà chị thấy con này á, thì chị gọi nó là tắc kè. Em có gọi con này là tắc kè không?
Con nào chị?
Con chị đang cho lên hình nè.
Tắc kè.
Em có gọi con này là tắc kè không?
Nếu mà không tắc kè thì cũng không đúng. Thì tắc kè em nghĩ là tắc kè nó nhỏ hơn một xị.
Mà nó có nhiều màu không?
Yes, have many colors.
Đúng rồi, cái con tắc kè là cái con có nhiều màu phải không?
Yeah. Like I'm watching films like Rabu.
Oh yeah, that thing. That is called a lizard. Lizard or gecko? Whoa, this is confusing. Rapunzel.
I don't like gecko so much.
Mm.
Scary,
Oh,
like
yeah, that is called a gecko. What is the name of the lizard in Rapunzel? Pascal. Oh, I think this word has a lot of meanings. I mean, I think there might have been various ways to call it. Like here, they
yeah.
call this animal a lizard. Mm-hmm. As you can see here on Google. And another word they're calling this lizard is chameleon. Chameleon. So I think those are different kinds of geckos that are reptiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, so you might want to note down the word gecko and lizard. Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
and please note down the word python as well because you don't know that word. Python là con răng. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Chăng. Yes.
Okay. So which of these animals have you seen and where?
I think I usually see in jungle or forest, but I think in the forest and jungle.
In the forest or jungle? Wow, so we have listed some animals up here, some mammals, birds, and everything. So what are the mammals that, I mean, what are the animals that we have listed that you have seen before?
Sao chị?
So can you name some animals that we have listed that you have seen before?
Sao chị nhớ lại nữa em nghe
Yeah.
nè.
So among the animals that we have just talked about, what are some animals that you have seen?
I think I have seen monkey, duck, and mosquito,
Mm-hmm.
shark.
So where do you see them? Where do you see them?
Like in the sea, in the jungle, in the zoo.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Chị cho em
Okay. In the darkness when I will hold you tight. I know you, I walk with you on a dream. I know you, I walk with you on a dream, and I knew that I knew you, I walk with you once upon a dream, and I know it's true. Walking with you, you're all I've wanted, you're all that I need, and I know you. Okay, so can you tell me about your favorite animal?
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Hey. Can you hear me?
Hello.
So, can you hear me? Oh, what's happening again? Can you hear me? Why? It's like,